Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. In amongst the doom and gloom and people interfering in negative ways in world affairs, no names mentioned, we got a bit of good news. A while ago I took part in an ONS survey, that's the Office of National Statistics, or lies as most people call them, but basically it meant somebody came round to the house and did a 2-hour long interview with lots of impertinent questions and stuff like that, and discussions on the answers. It wasn't just a matter of ask a question, give an answer, it was why was that your answer, quite in depth, and basically it then meant I spent 2 weeks gathering the receipts of everything I spent my money on to sort of hand in as part of the survey. But what I'd forgotten about was I was entitled to £50 for my services. And I'll cover that up because that's got the details on. But basically the £50 of course wasn't £50 cash or £50 in the bank. It was a selection of vouchers, and I chose a voucher for our local DIY store, B&Q. Now this has a real bonus because in the garden we have lots of black things. We have the stands for the bonsai, yeah, and they were stained black, and people have suggested, and I think I agree, that my table on the decking and the bench that I sit on in the sunshine, when we ever get some, would be painted black to coordinate everything. And I like the idea. The only problem was the black stain is very expensive. I've now got a £50 voucher to go and spend in the store that supplies that black stain. Now that container of black stain it was £30 plus, I forget what it was, but it's about £34–35. It was very expensive. Compared with the green stain that I did the shed and the fence with, which was only 15. So this black stain is pretty expensive stuff. I now effectively get it for nothing. The only condition with this voucher is that I spend it all at once. You've got to hand it in, and what you don't use, that's it, it's gone. So I've got to spend at least that amount of money. So I thought I'll go in and have a look round. I don't need it yet, the black stain isn't for now, but if I've got it, then the bonsai staging can come in here one at a time and get another coat to freshen them up. Good stuff. So sometimes there's a bit of good news. I mean, I volunteered my services and I've got a reward for it. Sometimes there's good stuff happens. So anyway, that will enable me to get the black stain without me worrying about the cost, because I'm not really paying for it. And while I'm there I'll find something else, and the thing that springs to mind is this orchid staging here for my cymbidiums needs some work done on the feet where the wheels are, and that involves getting a new saw that will cut softwood cleanly and some wood. Well, let's go and get it in the same place then. So suddenly I've got a new saw, some black stain for the bonsai staging, and hopefully do the bench and the table. Not now, the weather's not good enough. But the bonsai staging I can start on my spare days while there's not much going on in the orchid room. There are gaps, there are several days on end sometimes where there's nothing to do in here. I could bring in a bonsai staging, turn it upside down on some cardboard so I don't make a mess, and coat the bottom and the underside, turn it up the other way when it's dry, which is not that long, takes about an hour to be touch dry, and then coat the rest of it and give it all a nice shiny new coat, take that one out, and on another day when there's nothing going on, bring another one in. So we can be getting through that on a gradual basis, if you see what I mean. And then once we get some decent weather, where I can guarantee things are totally dry, because they've been sat in the sunshine for a few days, we can coat up the top of the table on the decking, and the bench, which is going to be a pig to actually stain because it's all slats. And it's got to be upside down to coat the underside, got to go back up the other way and coat the top side and all the gaps in between the slats. Then it's got to be done again. It'll need at least 2 coats. So it's going to be a faff, but I think it'll be worth it, because it'll give a theme into the garden of the wood in the garden. You've got the green, dark green shed with the section of fencing that goes with the decking. And I've got the felt to go on the roof to tidy it up, because it does leak a bit, the roof. That's not only for my benefit to stop the water getting in, but it's also to make it look nice, so that that whole corner with the black bench, the nice plants, the black tabletop, and the nice looking shed because it's been coated up and everything, it finishes the garden off. And that's what this year is about. It's about enhancing what I've already got, some maintenance and some finishing off to make it look nice and feel nice. For me to get out there and sit in it and actually enjoy it for a while. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you that. As I said, it's I can spend it in store or online. Well, I can go in. I mean, it's just up the road. It's less than a mile away. Literally, it's just up the road, this store, and it's a big version of this store, so it's got most of the things I want. I can check online to see that it's got the things I want. I need the stain, the black stain. I need a new saw with a high value, teeth per inch, so that it cuts softwood nice and neatly, as opposed to the saw that I've got at the moment that's like a rip saw. It doesn't so much saw the wood, it tears it apart. Well, I need a much nicer saw, that's a gentler version of that. And also the wood to fix these feet on this staging. And I can get all that in one place. And if I haven't spent all my money, then I can go out in the garden part of the store and get a couple of plants for the garden. So that's going to come in useful. I just thought I'd let you know. And yeah, sometimes things actually work okay. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.